Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be me talking about Vanguard and the beta and kind of my thoughts and opinions on the game and what I kind of anticipate the game to be like. The beta's already passed. I know this is kind of old and we've already had our time with it and everything, but I figured that I would kind of give you guys my opinions about it after having some conversations with my friends, kind of taking everything in, getting my thoughts together. I didn't really want to come out of the video right afterwards, kind of just save my gameplay and had this video prepared for me to do a little commentary over my gameplay. The gameplay is just me playing Search, just like 2 games, kind of cut it up, just to show you guys some gameplay in the background while I kind of talk about things. So first off, I kind of wanted to talk about the maps and how the game visually looked. I know that some of you guys may have seen my video about the best settings to use to kind of give more visibility. You guys can go check out that video anytime you want. I'm sure that the settings don't really change from Call of Duty to Call of Duty. It's kind of all the same things from Cold War and Warzone, so I don't anticipate that to be any different. However, the visibility on the game, it's actually really good. After I tweaked my settings and everything, I think that the colors and everything was really popping. I think that this is like, it's just very vibrant. I was very surprised because, for Modern Warfare, one of the things I didn't like about Modern Warfare, as far as the game engine in Modern Warfare, it's awesome, right? Like, it's realistic, everything like that. But the things about Modern Warfare that I didn't like was that how real it really looked. I felt like I was in the same country playing against, playing in the same war setting constantly, and it just kind of got a little dry for me at times. Like, I didn't really appreciate some of the maps. I didn't think that it was very enticing. Like, I wasn't in a new experience every single time I hopped into the into another game. And so with this game, honestly, with the maps that they've shown so far, it looks great. They've promised 20 maps, right? 16 6v6 maps, 4 Champion Hill maps, and a couple of the maps. I know that the snow map is getting a version 2. I think people are anticipating that to be a nighttime version of the map, which I think is going to be pretty cool. I think that I don't think it's the snow map actually. I think it's the jungle map, I believe, like with the tank. I completely forget the name, but I know that some of the maps are going to be duplicates. But 16 maps off launch, I mean, that's a big promise, and I hope that they deliver. I hope that the maps are all kind of different, and even if they aren't, I mean, that's just a very good variety of maps, honestly. And I'm excited to see what these maps bring. The second thing I kind of want to talk about is the gunplay. Now, the guns, I feel like I felt good using them. I felt that they properly functioned, right? Like, when I shot them, the recoil, I feel like it was all realistic feeling. Really killed it as far as the Modern Warfare engine, using the World War guns and kind of that transition with that. But the thing that I wanted to talk about was the time to kill. Now, right there, you just kind of saw me kill that guy with about like 3 bullets to the head, and I don't think that should be the case. I think that the headshot multiplier was kind of a little bit too high. I felt like that the headshots always kill people faster, right? But I believe in a game like Call of Duty that the time to kill with headshots and body shots, that needs to be balanced out, because Call of Duty is not a game of tactical play all the time. Call of Duty is a game of movement and gunplay at the same time. That's what makes Call of Duty unique from games like Battlefield. Like, where Battlefield, it is about gunplay and it is about being tactical, but Battlefield kind of takes a step back, where it's like, this is a real war setting where we're playing on massive maps with hundreds of people, and it's kind of different, right? But with Call of Duty, there needs to be a balance, because it's a lot of sliding, jumping, slide canceling, jumping around corners, like catching people off guard. It's a lot of that. It's not like every other FPS shooter. That's kind of what makes Call of Duty different from the rest of the pack. So I think that the headshot multiplier, I think, needs to be toned down a little bit, but that's just what I think is the problem. But I just the real overall problem is the time to kill. I think that just needs to be adjusted a bit. But that brings me into weapons. The weapons are going to have 10 attachments each. You're going to be able to have 10 attachments on a weapon, and that includes ammo types, grips, stocks, sights, right? Like, all of that. And they're kind of bringing this new feature with suppression, and I didn't really feel the suppression slow me down too much. I noticed it at times when I was playing, but at the same time, you know, we didn't really get full reign of what the possibilities are, even with this, like with these guns, like what they can become, what, you know, what type of balance that there's going to be, you know, like there was just kind of, you know, you just kind of were limited. And I think that with a game like this, I think they really needed to open up the beta and be like, hey, like here's everything, you guys can test it out. We're gonna see what the community comes up with. Let's see what the pro players, the content creators, let's see what they can do, right? Let's see what's broken, let's see what happens. But we didn't really get that opportunity, and you know, that's kind of scary, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I think that it's going to probably take like a month after launch for us to really get a feel of what is really good, what's not really good, what's broken, you know, because there's so many attachments and there's so many different, you know, there's a lot of a variety there, and it's a good thing, but it's also going to be a bad thing at first. I feel like I don't, Call of Duty's never been the greatest at, you know, releasing things and it being balanced, and you know, with guns having 10 different attachments and all of these different new, you know, variables they're kind of throwing in, it's gonna be tough to say. I hope it works out, but you know, it's gonna be tough to say. Next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was the cheaters. I saw some clips on Twitter. I had some times where I felt like, you know, people were cheating, but you know, I know I ran into one specifically who was just snapping, but the new anti-cheat is not out yet, so people shouldn't be discouraged yet. But you know, cheaters are going to be something that really makes this game a hit or miss. You know, they're promising on this new anti-cheat. I think it was kind of a mistake of them to announce it, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. I guess, you know, they kind of had to give the people what they wanted, but you know, at the same time, it gives, you know, hackers an opportunity to, you know, kind of get that stuff rolling, get it ready. You know, I know how this stuff works. I don't really want to, you know, dive into it, but the thing is that the anti-cheat is going to be crucial for this game. It's going to be crucial, you know, and with the new map coming out for Warzone, I hope that that's great too. You know, I love Warzone, but cheaters just make it unplayable. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Like, it's just unplayable. It's not a fun experience by any means, and I don't like playing something that's competitive when there's cheaters involved. And when something's a free-to-play game, you know, there's always going to be cheaters, but I would like them to be taken care of. You know, I'd like that to know that, you know, when people are being reported and people are being taken out of the game, that it's working, right? That like these people aren't going to be able to do it again. And you know, I think that, you know, they kind of have to be more harsh when it comes to these people cheating. I mean, I'm sorry, like it is what it is. You know, they know that they're playing a competitive game. They know that the consequences behind all of it, right? Like they know that they're over here manipulating the game to give themselves a easier, you know, time on the game to win, and that's not fair. That's not fair for anybody. It's not fair for casual players. It's not fair for competitive players. It's not fair to the content creators, and it's just not fair. You know, people who cheat are, you know, they don't deserve to be playing the game. And I think that, you know, people need to start getting IP banned and, you know, hardware banned from, you know, playing. And you know, there's ways around that too, of course, right? Like, it's not going to just, you know, take people's ability away, but it's going to create another wall for these cheaters to have to hurdle. You know, it's another obstacle for cheaters to have to, you know, maneuver around in order to play the game. And you know, the harder that you make it for cheaters to be able to play the game and cheat, the less the cheaters are going to be in the game. And you know, the sad truth about it all is that Call of Duty and other game companies, they kind of like cheaters because you can see like a spike in player base, right, whenever, you know, cheaters are involved, right? Because people are like, oh, I can just cheat on this game and just destroy everybody, right? Like, that's just how people see it, and more people play the game. That's just how it goes sometimes. But I think for Call of Duty being as big as it is, you know, the classic game that it is, it doesn't, you know, thrive on, you know, these cheaters playing. You know, that's for other games that are free to play, and, you know, smaller game companies that, you know, kind of see these, you know, spike in, you know, player base and stuff. Like, that's not Call of Duty, and you know, it shouldn't be. So yeah, that kind of concludes all of my thoughts and my opinions on the game as far as the beta goes and what they kind of showed me. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment anything you guys want to see in the videos, or you guys think anything different. I'd love to hear other people's thoughts and, you know, how people are feeling about this new game coming out. I'm just gonna kind of let the gameplay play out so you guys can, you know, see it if you guys haven't, if you guys didn't get a chance to play the beta. But I think my final message here is going to be, I hope that this game succeeds. I've never been like a Call of Duty hater. I've played Call of Duty my whole life. It's just been kind of frustrating at times to see Call of Duty do different things. And, you know, I want to see this game succeed. I really do. And I hope that it does. I hope that this game, you know, is, you know, the greatest Call of Duty you've ever seen. You know, kind of, you know, how Attached kind of tweets out every year. I hope that it is that. But we will see, right? Like, we will see. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.